Hey, good afternoon or good morning, everybody, depending on where you are. I'm doing a weekend run to the gym because I'm trying to go at least 6 days a week. That doesn't always happen, either A, because I'm busy, or B, because I hurt from the previous trip to the gym. But those things happen. In any case, thanks for joining me. So I'll be posting this the day before Election Day. That would be Monday, the 4th, and I think it's the 4th. Hold on. Yeah, it's the 4th. Okay. So, to be honest, I don't know what's going to happen during the election or after. I have my thoughts. I have my sentiments. I've seen a lot of people saying, oh, they're going to activate sleeper cells. Antifa's going to riot. Black Lives Matter's going to riot. Frodo's gonna riot. There's gonna be chupacabras in the street. I've heard all this shit on the internet. It's almost exhausting. I don't think the polls are showing what's actually happening because boots on the ground. I've spoken to people from California to New York State, even in LA, in Queens, Brooklyn, Manhattan. And what I'm hearing and what the polls say is not the same. So we may see something really wild happen this election. That being said, no matter who wins, someone will be pissed. I covered this on a previous video. I intend to do what I normally do. I'm going to freaking go to work because that's what I do. I got to go to work. Am I going to pick up some extra groceries? Absolutely. I mentioned on my previous video I was going to charge up my jackeries. I didn't get a chance to pull my generator out. I did check it last month, though, so I'm assuming it'll survive in a shed for a month. I got gas. I got to top off my tank. And I might just have a pew handy. Now, technically, we shouldn't carry in our work facilities, but those tend to be secured with pass cards and all sorts of protective measures. But I might have one available to me if I'm somewhere other than a formal office. So I have to get a little bit creative, kind of like me traveling through the TSA. I have to get creative with how I do things so I don't break rules and cause myself a problem. Now, whether we agree or disagree with concealed carry at the workplace is a different question. It's more a question of right now it's not allowed, but I can have it in the company parking lot in my vehicle. Totally allowed. So there's that. So, I'm going to be a little extra vigilant, but I'm not going to have a heart attack. I do want to watch the patterns. I'm going to watch my community. I'm going to see, do I see unusual gatherings of certain types of people? And I'm not being racist by any means, but am I picking up a lot of accents that are not the typical ones I see here? Here in my part of Texas, you have white, black, and I'm using very generic ethnic terms: white, black, Vietnamese, a lot of Vietnamese, some Taiwanese, and Mexican. And I actually have met more Puerto Ricans here than I have in New Orleans or Houston, which I find kind of funny. So I don't know why the Puerto Ricans went to the desert, probably for work like I did. But in general, I kind of know the typical makeup of my community. Right? Now, if I were to move to Chicago, that would change. It would probably be a lot less Mexican, a lot more black and Asian with whites on certain areas. You know what I mean? Understand the way your community's made up. And if you see a sudden demographic shift or certain people acting in a weird way, that's kind of a red flag. Like, hey, something's going on. This is where getting to know your local sheriff, your local police department personally makes a big difference, right? Because cops always assume everyone's the enemy, but if you're the guy who also is at the community meetings, you're at the school meetings, you participate, and they see you, they're like, okay, this dude is just active in the community and he has a big mouth, which is not a bad thing for them either. This is someone we can work with to solve a common problem. Not every cop's like that. I get it. But honestly, I'm going to go about my business. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'm probably, if I already found out, I've got 2 trips to 2 different states. And one is going to be a 3. I'm going to spend more time in the air than I will in the meeting. I'm going to be in a 5-hour meeting, but I'm going to spend 8 hours in the air and 14 hours in a hotel for the 5-hour meeting. Comes with the territory, right? They wanted me in person. Guess what? My butt's gonna go to the city in person. I'll probably do a live stream from the airport. Will I be vigilant? Sure. Will I pay attention a little more to smaller cues? Yes, because we can't have radars on 24/7. I think this is where people get exhausted with preparedness, get exhausted with everything, is you get so many blips on the radar, you can't compute it anymore, and you just get fatigued. I don't intend to do that, but I will pay attention. I'll always wear lace-up shoes in the airport security, not because I like taking my shoes off and tying them again, but because if something happens, from a terrorist to a fire, I can run. If I lose my flip-flop, I can't run so well. So, just a thought. Folks, go about your day. Should you prep? Yeah, you should always prep. Don't break the budget. Don't break the bank. Now, my big fear, we have millions of people here, we don't know who they are. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Those guys are a wild card, right? Yeah, we'll have these stupid Antifas may riot, and I don't care. The communists want to punch the Nazis and they want to fight with each other. Let them have at it. I'll go sit and watch and drink a coffee. I don't care. People who come here and want to blow things up, then yeah, I'm not a fan of that. That's the one wild card. None of us really know what's going on. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go about my business. I'm going to pay a little extra attention. I'm going to keep in touch with my buddies, all the veteran guys out here, all the energy sector guys and girls out here. We're always texting information back and forth. My safety guy, he should make a YouTube channel. Our safety guy is like, y'all would love him. And he's a big old boy from, God, I think he's Creole. He's like a big man. I'm not a small guy. I walked into him once by accident in the hallway and I felt like I hit a door. I'm going to be in touch with him because he hears things too, and he and I are always trading notes. Pay attention, be alert, and don't freak out. And let's see how this plays out. We are in historic times. This is a story we can tell our grandkids, or our adult children can tell their grandkids at some future point. But in any case, folks, be calm, be smart, be ready, but don't have a heart attack. You know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. We do everything we can, and then we react accordingly. And remember, prepping is about giving yourself not just preparedness, but options that you can change on the fly. So prep accordingly. And especially if you're traveling to work like I am, you're driving, flying, be able to have the right tools and equipment to change what you're doing on the move. Anyway, I'll leave you with those thoughts. Be cool. Don't forget to vote. And be safe out there. Take care.